What's up guys, Godsley back with another video. In this video I want to talk about my way of getting to max light and how you can achieve that in Destiny 2. A lot of players out there like to do the whole one character. You get one character up, your main character, you play the raid, you do the Nightfall, you get a bunch of gear on them, then you go back and do your other characters and you bring their light up and you use weapons and armor from your other character that may be similar light, and you transfer it over and then bring them up once you get them to level 20. That's all well and good, and I like that. But for me, when the raid comes out, I like to have all three of my characters sort of ready. I'll miss the first week of raid possibly just to get my three characters ready, because once you finish one character and you get it maxed out, going back and doing the other two is really not that fun for me. So I like go ahead and knocking it all out the way. So if you're like that, you probably enjoyed this a little bit more than for those of you who have a main character that you just like to go ahead and bring up. But I'll explain the process. So basically, you start on your least favorite character. Now me, I like all three characters. I don't have a main. I can play whatever, it doesn't matter. But for the sake of listing it out, I'll start with my hunter. So my hunter is my least favorite, even though I like them all. I'll start as my hunter, and the point is to get to the highest level possible before you beat the game. Now I know that's like duh, of course, right? But just listen to it real quick. So you want to get to level 20 before you beat the campaign. This means you need to do as many darks or lost sectors, as many missions, adventures that you can as you go to each planet, and get to 20 before you beat the campaign. That way you can start getting above 200 light by the time you get to the end and you get those exotic Engrams and legendary Engrams. Along the way, you're going to do something else as well. You're going to, every time you see on each individual planet, of course, you're going to see the little tokens for each planet that you can turn into the faction people at each planet. So like on Nessus, you have Failsafe. On the Earth, you have, I can't remember the guy's name. It starts with a D, I think. But you give them to him, the guy that's on Io, the warlock guy with the Vex arm, and then Sloan, I think, on Titan. You give the stuff to them, especially the little things you can collect. So as you're going across each planet, collect everything that you see, but do not turn them in whatsoever. These are across your account, not your character. So as soon as you start up your second character, everything you've collected on your first character is going to be on there already. So what you're going to do is you're going to save all these up until you get through with your third character. So you're going to be saving them up. You're also going to save everything in your vault that's not a white item. So everything that you out level and you don't need no more, like a blue weapon or a green weapon or blue or green armor, you're going to put inside the vault. Period. The whole way through. I don't care what it is. Fill the entire vault up as much as you possibly can until you have no more space left. As you go along through your first character, delete all the white stuff as you get it, because it only gives you glimmer. But like I said, save all the green and blues on armor and weapons. So once you max out on your first character as far as high as you can get by the time you beat the campaign, doing all the adventures and side missions and stuff, not doing any strikes or anything like that yet. We'll get into that in a minute. Once you get up there, hopefully you should be around 210, 215 light, right? You're going to switch to your second character. This will be your second favorite character. So for me, I'll go to the Titan. So once you get on the Titan, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to beat the first mission and get to the farm. When you get to the farm, you're going to go into the vault and put on everything that you possibly can that's higher light level already to bring your light level up. And then you're going to rinse and repeat everything that you just did with the previous character, except this time you're going to periodically, after each mission, like each main mission, go back to the farm and actually reconcile your armor and weapons and make sure that you've got on the best stuff. Now, sorry, I don't mean armor. Now, as far as armor goes, you're just holding that there so you can dismantle it on your third character later. I should have explained that before. I'll go ahead and do that right now. So, the reason you're hoarding all the green and blue armor and green and blue weapons is that so by the time you get through with your third character, you can dismantle all that stuff for gunsmith reputation. It's going to allow you to be able to get a ton of reputation, ton of legendary engrams. So you're going to save all the weapons and you're going to go back periodically and put on the highest light weapons for your level that you can, which is going to help boost your level even more than your first character. Once you get those through and say you out-level those, go put them back in the vault for your third character. And you're just going to keep saving stuff up, keep finding stuff on the individual planets and saving them up. That way, when you get to your third character, you're going to have a ton of stuff to dismantle and turn in. So, you're going to try to at least get your second character higher than your first character was. So I'm hoping around 230 or so by the time you get through with the campaign, maybe a little bit lower, a little bit higher. And then once you get done, you're going to go to your third character. On your third character now, this is where you're going to start deleting stuff. So once you out-level weapons that you have in your vault, go ahead and start deleting them. Get rid of them if you don't want them. If they're legendaries or exotics you like, keep those if you want to. If you want to delete some of the exotics you've out-leveled because you can buy them later, that way you can spend some of the legendary things you get when Xur comes this next weekend. So on your third character, you're going to delete the armor and everything that's in there that you can't use. You're going to delete the weapons as you don't need them anymore, which is going to bring up how much stuff you have for the gunsmith at the very end of the game. And then you're going to do everything that we've done before. You're going to go through and try to max out each level, going back to the farm after each main story mission, trying to max out each planet, doing all the activities you can, lost sectors, adventures, things like that. By the time you get to the end of the campaign this time, hopefully you'll be a little bit above 230, maybe even 240. I'm not quite sure. I've kind of been figuring this out as I've been going. I didn't do this on the PlayStation, but I'm trying to do it on the Xbox right now. So basically, once you get done with all that, you'll delete everything that you don't need anymore, which will give you a ton of weapons parts and armor stuff and everything else for the gunsmith. And then you'll have a ton of things to turn in from all the planets you've saved up over the 3 characters. And then this time you'll start doing strikes as well if you want to. So once you get through the campaign, you'll turn all your Ingrams in. Then I want you to go to the gunsmith and all the characters on each of the planets and start turning in all of your Ingrams. This will bring you up as well. Now after this is done, I'm hoping maybe around 250 if you've saved up a ton of stuff. And at this point, you're going to be getting in there and doing strikes, heroic strikes, and doing the Nightfall, which will continue to bring you up. A lot of people probably aren't going to like doing it this way. This is just the way that I like to do it. It hurts my brain less to do it this way because I like getting the characters through. But that's my opinion on how to get to max light level. If you liked it, leave a like on the video. Comment below, let me know. Is this just like totally counterintuitive to the way that you like to play the game? I know that some people out there like to do the main characters, which is totally fine. It's just not my play style. Let me know if you have any other tips or tricks, anything out there. I know there's a lot of different ways to do that, and that's one thing I like about the game so far. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.